building. And today we're standing in front of the 2 net zero buildings. Those are 8-unit buildings that were in the process of insulating. So you can see there's some rock wool work being done on the outside. We're actually taking care of all the interior insulation work. So that's all the bad insulation, the vapor barriers, making sure it's all caulked and passes code. They're also doing a lot of soundproofing, being that it's multifamily. So we're also taking care of that. Let's go inside, check out the project. All right, so here in the basement, you can see the wall where we've done the vapor barrier there. And then we made sure to seal around that window. Unfortunately, just because of the area, we keep them boarded up, but it gives you an idea. Also making sure that the rim joists are all properly vapor barriered. I'll show you what that looks like on one of the other floors when we don't have all that fiberglass insulation for the noise proofing. You can see the wall there. You got some fiberglass on that wall. Make sure it's properly noise proofed. And yeah, let's walk around, check out the side here. Let's go upstairs, check out some of the other floors and some of the work that's fully completed. So we're just going up the staircase here. You see, here we have, instead of their wood framing, we have metal framing. A little trickier for the vapor barrier, but basically you want to caulk every stud just to keep that nice and taut and make sure the vapor barrier performs as it's meant to. So this is the second floor. This also already passed inspection. See the window here, all those double studs. Of course, they have to be acoustic. So you may think we're doing a lot or maybe too much with the acoustic, but if you think about it, this is really what allows the vapor barrier to form. So a couple more dollars, it's more than worth it. I have another room, lots of acoustic there. Normally this would be honestly pretty terrible in terms of thermal bridging, but keep in mind there is going to be some rock wool insulation on the outside right here, so that's going to provide some insulation. And being that this is a 3-story building, basically you have to give some up in terms of the performance for the structural. So we're going to be setting up some work platforms in order to actually insulate this portion here and put up the vapor barrier. But we'll go upstairs. And we started already insulating the ceiling here. This is a flat roof. So you see the R20 bats, and then there's a sheeting. So past the sheeting there, they actually have 2 layers of 3.5-inch rigid foam. So this roof actually has a really, really high R value. And in that they insulate from both sides, it creates a true thermal break throughout the entire building. Super cool. Love to see it. Okay, so here we are on the 3rd floor. This is a partition wall, so no vapor barrier here. Both sides are going to be heated. It's like between one of the rooms, so you don't have to hear everything. And it makes an enormous difference in terms of the noise and how the noise bounces around. We'll look over here. This is an exterior wall. You have metal framing, and so we made sure to acoustic each one of those studs, caulk double studs, and then seal around the windows right here to make sure that everything is properly sealed up. So we've already started installing that fiberglass. The ceiling's strapped, so we're going to be putting up the 6mm vapor barrier. So that plastic there, you can see there's going to be a light fixture of some sort. That one is actually self-sealing, so we don't have to tape it up. But if it was one of those just simple, metal ones, we make sure to tape that up so everything's sealed up. We'll walk around a little bit so you can see. This room is a good room to show sort of what the building looks like in terms of the insulation. Pretty much all the walls have some insulation. The party walls, it's just our R20 soundproofing insulation. On the exterior, it's R22. And then we also make sure to put vapor barrier, and everything gets taped up. It gets caulked on the studs and on the double studs, and we seal up around those windows as well. So this is the sort of project we love to do. Not only is it insulation work, what we specialize in, but we have the opportunity to build net zero ready homes in an area where really there isn't a whole lot of super efficient homes being built. So really cool opportunity. All right, so going into the second building, see all that exterior insulation here. All right, so here we are inside the building. can see some of the work is already started, but really we're trying to finish off the first building, make sure that everything passes inspection, everything's good to go. That way they can get the drywall going. Already we've passed inspection on 2 other floors, so the basement and the second floor. Now we're just finishing off the 3rd floor as well as the main floor, and then they're good to go for the drywall. I want to show you these rim joists. So it was a little tricky because there's actually an LVL that bumps out. So we have to have, whereas a normal rim joist, it's set end, these ones actually bump out. So we have to also bump out the insulation and run the insulation around that LVL and up, and then do the same for the vapor barrier and make sure everything's sealed up with the acoustic and stapled in. This was very important for the builder, that all the rim joists are properly sealed and vapor barriered. There it's more flush and then it bumps out. So right there, we want to make sure we still have a good thermal break. All right, here we are on the 2nd floor. You can see some of the rim joists are already done, some of the exterior walls as well. We'll go all the way to the 3rd floor so I can show you what that looks like before any of the insulation work is done on the ceiling and with some of the insulation on the walls. So here's another finished room. They're actually just putting those fire rated doors. They're in the process of installing those. But here's that poly or vapor barrier all finished up. And obviously where it overlaps, we tape. And here's that 2nd floor. They've already started drywalling. You can see there they've cut the holes for the light fixtures. Obviously they messed up the fiberglass, but that's gonna happen as they're working. They'll be fixing it right before they close out that wall. All right, so here's the ceiling above the staircase. That's fully finished at this point. If you remember, I mentioned I would be building a work platform to allow us to work above the staircase, so that's all done there. And that's that room all done. I guess they're adjusting things with the electric, so that's why they removed the bats. They're gonna be putting those back afterwards. But yeah, that's what it looks like all done. All right, so at this point, I hope you already know we specialize in insulation and air sealing. We do retrofits for homeowners looking to make the homes more efficient. We do new construction. We do new construction such as single families. We do passive homes, regular, more traditional builds. And we do multifamily such as these buildings. These are 2 8-unit buildings and they're gonna be net zero. Pretty much all that's missing to have it fully net zero is just slapping on some solar panels. So again, Oliver with Green Minds Building. If you're looking for insulation, if you're looking to build more efficiently, give us a call.